What's up, traders? So today we're going to look at data that shows us where the market is actually at and not just based on opinion. And then also we'll look at where the market is heading from here. And then lastly, we'll look at some potential trades that we will place in the Moomoo platform. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader, and I am blessed to be able to bring in full-time income from the stock market. And I'm just sharing how I've built wealth over time. But go ahead and do me a huge favor and go ahead and smash that like button. That just helps push this video out to more people. And do remember that this is not financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any equities or options contracts. Now, first things first is I always share a word from God that has to do with money, wealth building, or business. And today's word comes from Proverbs 13:22. And it says, "A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just." Now, I have to be honest, the first time I ever read this verse, I was in my 20s and I had just recently started saving up for my kids. And so I read this verse and I'm like, oh man, you mean I have to start saving up for my grandkids too? Right? And I'm literally in my 20s, and what person in their 20s is thinking about their grandkids at that time? So I'm like, all right, Lord, I guess that's what I got to do. And then I started saving for them as well. But you always want to make sure your mini-me's are prepared no matter what happens in the future. All right, and speaking of people who stay prepared, I have to shout out members of the Trade to Freedom community. First off, I have to shout out Benjamin, who did 79% on our UPro trade, so congrats to you, Ben. Then I have to shout out Keisha, who says close my RX Leap for 67% profit in just 12 days. And that is major. That is a huge return for the span of less than 2 weeks. So shout out to you, Keisha. And then Hector said, and this actually made me laugh, he said, "Market almost made me cry today. LOL, I was chilling at my mom's house, but I had to leave because I was getting irritated. Thankfully, I didn't sell anything at a loss," very smart of you, "and cashed out on a small 0 DTE profit and closed some trades I didn't like for a small profit as well." So Hector, shout out to you, and good job trading like a robot and not letting your emotions force you into making a bad decision. But if you know anybody who would like to join the cool community, tell them about the Trade to Freedom community. The link is below in the description, but they'll get access to my actual trades as soon as I enter them. They'll have access to ask me questions at any given time. And lastly, they'll be within a community of other traders who all have the exact same goal. And so if you know anybody, the link is below in the description. And last but not least, if you have been indecisive about whether to join the community or not, you may want to join before next week. On Thursday, October 23rd, we are going to have one of the top strategists at Bar Chart come into the community to make a presentation on how to find the best trades using their data. And if you're not familiar with Bar Chart, they probably have the largest amount of stock and options data that I've seen from any website ever. I believe that they were founded back in the 90s, so they literally have about 30 years of just compounding more and more data and more tools for traders like us to be able to make the best decisions. All right, so they'll be talking about their advanced option screeners. They'll be talking about gamma exposure. They'll be talking about options flow, where you can kind of see where smart money is buying and selling large blocks of shares and options. And so this is going to be big, but this is only for the Trade to Freedom community. This will not be shown on YouTube. So if you want to join and get this information, you need to join now in order to get it. All right, the easiest way to get started is to just get started. But with that, let's get down to business. So here we are for the S&P 500, and we're currently at a price of 6,629 as we speak, as I'm recording this video. And obviously last Friday was a huge red day that spooked everybody because the president tweeted out a threat to China and the market just went down. All right, and I was very surprised by that reaction because we've seen this movie over and over. We literally just seen this movie like 6 or 7 months ago, and we know the outcome of the movie. But anyway, throughout this week, we had some volatility. However, as you notice, we haven't really moved much. Like, we haven't moved out of that range from where the market fell just last Friday. We're actually still within the Bollinger Band, so we really haven't gone too far at all. However, when we look at the Fear and Greed Index, we are now into extreme fear. And I personally can't remember a time where we were in extreme fear so close to the all-time high. Like, we were literally just at an all-time high last week, and now we are into extreme fear. And that just shows you how quickly people's perceptions can change, because we can see just 1 month ago, we were in the greed territory. But one thing that is 100% is that every time the market has been into extreme fear, it has bounced back 100% of the time. All right, now how long does that take? who knows? But what we do know is that it will bounce back. But what I like to do as an investor and as a trader is I like to make decisions based on facts and not opinion. All right, I want to make decisions based on the actual data, not by possible threats that are being tweeted out or how much will we possibly cut interest rates over the next few months. I want to look at the actual facts that are available right here, right now. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some statistics. All right, now I love looking at research from Carson Investment Research, and we can see here it says October sees more 1% days than any other month. All right, we can see from 1928 to 2024, October has had 193 days where it moved by at least 1% in either direction, and that is more than any other month. And so October is historically volatile, right? And so me as an option seller, most of the time, I like to take advantage of these moves, and that is exactly what we are doing. Secondly, year 4 of any bull market that is continuing on tends to be strong. And so this shows the S&P 500 yearly performance during bull markets from 1950 to currently, right? Because we have been in a bull market in 2023 and in 2024 in 2025. And so next year in 2026, if we were to have another bull market, would be the 4th year of the bull market. And you can see the data up here about the returns, but we can see that 85% of the time, the market is higher in year 4, with the average return being 14.6%. All right, and so that is amazing. And now let's look at one more piece of data. Now, a lot of people have been saying that we are now in an AI bubble and that the market is being held up by the Magnificent 7 stocks. And while the Magnificent 7 stocks have gone up quite amazingly, and now some of them are valued at very high valuations, it's not like our other companies have just been sitting around and not gaining momentum as well. So here we can see Magnificent 7 have made a big contribution to returns in this bull market, but so has everything else. And so this shows the contributions to the S&P 500 total return from 2022 to now. So we can see that Mag 7 is here. However, if we look at all others, we can see that about half of the returns have been from stocks outside of the Mag 7. Now, another thing that I want to point out is the S&P 500 seasonal returns. And so as you probably know, the quarter 4 is typically the best quarter of the year for the stock market. As we can see here, on average, the stock market goes up about 1.95% on October, and then 3.08% in November, and then a little over 0.5% in December. And you might say, well, Rashad, we're getting off to a very horrible start for October. Well, I would say, wait a minute. We can see right now that it's down 0.69% for this month. But if we look at just last year in 2024, we went down nearly 1%. However, what happened the very next month in November? Well, it went up 5.73% during that month. And so to me, this looked like just an amazing opportunity for us to plant our seeds while the ground is still fertile, because you cannot get a harvest without planting your seed. And so use these tweets and these news articles and all these other things that as of at least right now is just talk in order to plant your seed. All right, let's head on over to the Moomoo platform. All right, so here we are, and right now Moomoo is offering up to $1,000 in NVDA stock plus a $100 cash bonus when you sign up using the link below and deposit some cash into your account. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and check it out. But during volatility like this, I like to focus on very high quality companies. And one company that is high quality for sure is a company like Google. And Google actually has more net income, more money going to the bottom line than any other company in the world, at least as of the results of 2024. And so let's go ahead and take a look at a potential trade. First, I want to know what range is the stock price expected to trade within. So I could go ahead and add my Bollinger Bands into here. All right, now I've switched it to the daily candles, and we can see at the bottom of this range here, it has the stock going down to about 239, 238. And so that sounds good to me. Let's go ahead over to the options chain. And if we look over here, they clearly show that they have earnings on October 29th. And so me personally, because this is a stock that I would love to own, then I would go ahead and take advantage of those extra premiums that happen after their earnings date. And so I will come up to the next expiration that is just 14 days out from now. So it's kind of like a bi-weekly income trade. So I would select that, and we can see as of right now, the expected move is plus or minus $19. All right, and so if I'm selling puts, then I'm going to go ahead and subtract the the 19 from the 252 currently, and that will put us around 233-ish. So I would come up here and we could see 235 is right here at a delta of 0.22, and so that could work out, but maybe I want to be a little bit more conservative. All right, maybe I want to come to this $230 strike, which is just at a delta of 0.17, but we can see it's paying anywhere between $266 to $273 right here, right now. And all we're doing is we are agreeing to buy the shares if and only if the stock price were to drop below our strike price by the expiration date. All right, and so if Google stays above 230 for the next 2 weeks, then we just go, we've made our money, we go about our day and do something else and place other trades. However, if it does drop below 230, then we are agreeing to buy 100 shares of the stock per contract that we have. All right, and so if I go ahead and click this, we can see that I'll make about $266 right here, right now for placing this trade. Now, however, you should only do this on a stock that you, one, would like to buy, and two, have the resources in order to buy. And if that is not the case, then you may want to turn this into like a credit spread. All right, so I would come here, because if we look right here, we would need about $22,734 of cash in order for this to be a cash secured put. However, if that is not the case or not your scenario, then you could turn this into a credit spread very easily. All right, so we sold to open the $230 put, and so I could maybe buy to open the $220 put. So I'll go ahead and select 220, and we can see they've created the credit spread for me. And now for this, I'll get paid $128, which is a little bit less. However, now I only need $871 in order to put on this trade, whereas I just needed like $22,000 before. All right, so that is a good way to be able to do a lot more with less. All right, now if we look at the P&L curve, we can see here's the stock price currently where these white dotted lines are. And if the stock price goes up, we make our money. If it stays the same, we make our money. If it goes down, we make our money. However, if it goes down beyond our strike price of 230, then we'll make less and less and less. And then our break evens right here at 228. And then if the stock price were to continue going down even further, then it would become a losing trade, but then your max loss would be capped at that $867. All right, but you could also set a stop loss, so where your brokerage will take you out of the trade prior to this situation. Okay, and so that is Google. I absolutely love Google and what they're doing right now. There's constantly good news coming from out of this company. Not only are they one of the leaders in AI when people previously thought that AI was going to kill their business, but they're also becoming the leader when it comes to autonomous driving. All right, Tesla always gets all the hype, whereas Tesla's product is very good. However, Waymo is way ahead, and they are now expanding into more countries. And so they are really trying to take a lot of market share from this business. And so I like pretty much everything I am seeing from Google right now. But then another company that I also love as well is Meta, ticker symbol META. And I've loved Meta for several years. If you are a fan of the channel, you've probably heard me tell my Meta story that back in 2022, they were constantly selling off, and I constantly dollar cost averaged all the way from 200 down to 100. And then it bottomed out at $88. And then from there, it just skyrocketed. And obviously we can see where the stock price is currently at 714. All right. And although the stock price has gone up quite considerably over the last few years, Meta is definitely nowhere near done from growing. They are doing amazing things. And we can even see here, right here on the news articles that was just posted 8 hours ago, it says Meta breaks ground on new AI infrastructure financing model. $30 billion deal sets scale record, right? They are doing amazing things with AI, and digital advertising platforms are just benefiting in general due to AI because it is making the targeting so much more effective. So when that happens, it makes advertisers want to spend even more because the advertisement is effective. All right, so looking at Meta here, we can see it's currently at $714. But if we look right here, it has bounced off of that $700 mark. That is clearly a level of support. All right, so it bounced right here, then came down, bounced right here, and then recently it bounced, what was this, maybe like a few weeks ago, it bounced off of it again, and it has been consolidating in this area. All right, so 700 is clearly a clear level of support. Now, they will have earnings in a few weeks as well, and so whatever happens with that will happen, but Meta typically does pretty good on their earnings. And so let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Let's go to the options chain. And so let's go ahead and look at the exact same expiration. Now, everybody, make sure this is just an example, all right? I am not entering into these trades right now. I've already entered into trades on both Meta and Google, and they're obviously posted within the community. And so within the community is where you'll be able to see my actual trades. What I'm doing here is just an example, all right? So don't blindly follow me here, it because this is not what I'm doing. But let's go ahead and take advantage of that exact same expiration and take advantage of the increased premium from their earnings. All right, and so for this, we can be very, very conservative because the premiums are pretty amazing. And if we look over here at the expected move, now the expected move is really, really great to use during the earnings, right? It's pretty accurate and it can give you a good ballpark of where the stock may move after their earnings. And so they're saying plus or minus $61 right now for Meta. And so that would put it around 650-ish on the downside. And so I would want to be somewhere below that. All right. So we know it currently has support at 700. The expected move will put it around 650. And so I want to be conservative and be under that. And so maybe I come over here to this like $630 strike. Right now, Meta is obviously a very expensive stock. And so maybe I don't want to have $63,000 held up per contract. So I could just turn this into a credit spread. All right. I can go ahead and sell to open the $630 put, and then maybe I will buy to open the $620 to make it a $20 wide. All right. And we can see that I will make $215 per contract for putting on this trade. And I only need $1,785 per contract. And as long as Meta were to stay above that $630 mark, then we just make our money and we go about our day, which is what happens the majority of the time. All right. But let me know down in the comments how you feel about the market right now if you are trading either of these stocks. And do remember to get your free NVDA shares with the Moomoo link below when you open up an account and put money into it. And also, you already know where to find me. I'm in the Trader Freedom community if you ever need me. But that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.